Y'all, it's been cold today. It's only 35 degrees right now. It got down to 21 or 22 last night. Everything was frozen in my yard today, even the flower pots.
I've never felt.
Forgot to turn my sound off. Let me get that done. I've been rushing. I just finished a video to post. So, and I had to go feed little Buddy and Lucky. Lucky's not out there. He's hiding somewhere. He was here last night and all day today. Lucky slept in his little pet carrier last night in the house. I covered it with a blanket so it would be dark in there and he wouldn't be scared. And I plan on letting him stay in that again tonight because it's going to be just as cold tonight as it was last night. They like to run around in the daytime and get in the sun, so I don't mind that because I know they can handle it. But when it gets down to like 21 degrees, I don't want them to have to stay out there in the yard. So I let both of them come in the house last night. And I plan on... Excuse me. I plan on letting both of them come in tonight. If Lucky shows up. Little Buddy's out there eating right now. And usually when little Buddy runs around to come get his dinner, Lucky's right behind him. We bring up my chat. Oh, we got Melinda here. Hello, Melinda and Gladys. Welcome, ladies. Super Pappy. Hello, Super Pappy. This was an unexpected live. I've been running around in the yard this afternoon, gathering greens, doing some things, and I was breathing the air out there. The wind finally died down. But I was still breathing what got stirred up in the air already, so that's why I'm coughing. I don't know what's in the box. I haven't opened it yet. That's why I'm doing the live. I can't wait to see what's in the box, but I want everybody else to see what's in it. It was sent to me from Janine Spurgeon. But like I said, I haven't opened it yet. I was waiting to do the live to open it. I don't have any idea what's in there. And I'm hoping that Janine will be here tonight. And there's Dennis. I missed you toward the end last night, Dennis. You disappeared on me. Y'all are asking what's in the box. I don't know what's in the box. It's not been opened yet. Oh no, Laura, you got COVID. Yeah, what a thing to have to start the new year with. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Nobody should be sick for the holidays and the new year. I'm happy to see all of you come into chat too tonight. And there's Snow White. Hello, Snow White. We're supposed to get snow by like Wednesday and Thursday. They're calling for snow flurry or rain Wednesday evening. And if it rains, it's going to be so cold, it's got to be either ice or snow. And then Thursday, it's not going to get above freezing. So if we get rain or snow, it's going to stick. It's not going anywhere for a while. Yeah, I hope you get to feeling better, Laura. It's snowing there already, Gladys? Oh, goodness. Oh, and I got pictures sent to me. They had mentioned they tried to send me the email while I was still live. And the email came through, but the pictures weren't in it. So they sent it again. Let me see if I can find it. Because they've definitely got snow there. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. Little buddy scratching at the door. He wants in. Where's Lucky? Where's Lucky? I guess he's not got hungry enough, but little buddy wanted in. It's getting cold out there. I let little buddy in. Let me see if I can find this email. Yeah, it was from Janine, the same one that sent this package. Okay, now I know there was... It's all white where she's at. Look at that. All of that white is snow. She sent a couple of pictures. Let's see if I can get the other one up. Oh, come on. There's two pictures. Why is the other one not opening? This thing is so slow. That's probably why it's still loading in. Oh, no. That's too cold, Laura. -5. You're in Alaska. That's why it's so cold. That's all right. Your grandkids are more important, Dennis. And Super Pappy said we got 5 inches of snow and there will be 3 in the morning. Oh, goodness, in Indiana. And there's Cindy Sandu. Hi there, Cindy. Yeah, that one is pretty good, but the one I did about a year ago is a little bit different. It has more ingredients in it. I think you put more vinegar and more sugar in it. And I really like that one, but I wanted to try this one too. Both of them are good recipes. This one has a lot less ingredients. North Carolina has snow. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess my brothers and my sister-in-laws and my nieces and nephews are fighting the snow back there. Well, I can't get it to bring up the other picture. Oh, here it is. Look at that. All that snow. Well, it doesn't focus very well. It's so white, that's all the snow. I wish it would focus better. But all that on the ground is snow, y'all. Little buddy, quit. You want to go out the other door? My goodness. You want to go out? Huh? I don't think you want to go. You want to go out? Come on. Go ahead. Little buddy was scratching on the hallway door like he wanted to go out, but he was just scratching. I opened the door and he turned his head away like, no, no. And he went toward the bedroom. We have no snow. Oh, you don't have no snow in Alaska? Oh my goodness. Halifax. Oh, Nova Scotia. I thought that was Halifax, Alaska. I was sorry about that, Laura. She's in Nova Scotia where all the snow is. And I don't remember where Janine is. Let's see on her address. What state? Missouri. So she's got a lot of snow. It's enough that it's covering everything. She said the snow's getting deep. Yeah, I don't know if holding it back here would help. Don't know if it would help or not. You can see footprints in the trail. Yeah, it's probably going to look like this here about Wednesday and Thursday from what they're telling us. As cold as it is, if it tries to rain, it's going to be nothing but sleet, ice, or snow. Yeah, you can't really see it there either. You'd have to enlarge the picture. I didn't have time to brush my hair out or do anything. I just got the kitchen cleaned up from my video that I just did. I haven't even got it uploaded yet. Let me get down here to the chat. We got Frida Cassidy in the house. I thought we'd been online longer than 12 minutes. Give everybody time to get in here before I open the box. Oh, Darlene, you enjoyed the rib video? Those are some really good ribs. I've eaten them already. They made several meals for me. They were so good. I'm ready to fix some more of them. Me, I have some in the freezer. Sorry, slippery fingers tonight. Living in Canada, in Nova Scotia. I love it here. I cannot imagine leaving here. It's beautiful here. We have hot summers and cold winters, but I love the snow in the winter. Yeah, I love the snow too when we get it here. I'm just glad I don't have to get out in it because I used to have to drive to Fort Worth in that snow to go to work. And I'll never forget the worst snowstorm we had here when I was still working. It took me almost 3 hours to drive from Granbury to Fort Worth in that snow and ice because everybody was sliding off the highway, and I made it. I just went right up the middle of the 4-lane. I drove about 15, 20 miles an hour the whole way, and I made it to work in Fort Worth, y'all. And when I got there, there was only a couple of people in the office. People that lived just 2 blocks from the job called in and said they couldn't get to work because of the snow. And here I am. It took me 3 hours to get there, but I made it, y'all. I thought to myself, if I could drive all the way from Granbury, people that lived 2 blocks away could have walked to work. That was no excuse. You watch a channel in Nova Scotia, it's beautiful there. Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, it's the ice that's bad. And you never know when you're going to hit the ice. Yeah, we're getting rain and cold, so nothing but ice. Yep, that's what happens. Oh, well, good, Laura. You've had your surgery and you can see now. But texting close is kind of hard. Well, my eyes stay so full of liquid and mucus and stuff that it makes things blurry for me sometimes. But it's just the stuff that accumulates in my eyes. That's the reason I have to use these eye drops all the time to clear my eyes out, because I'm somewhat allergic to the lenses they put in. But it was either be a little bit allergic, just a little bit of irritation, or be blind. And, I'd rather be able to see. I'll deal with a little bit of irritation. If we had snow, I'd use it as an excuse from work. I should have used it. I mean, shoot, I had to, and on a clear day, it's a whole hour drive up there. And it took me almost 3 hours to get there that morning because there was black ice on the road because I had to leave before daylight. I left way early to try to get up there. And I made it when people were sliding off the side of the road in the ditch. I use Zaditor. I don't know if you can see it. Zaditor. That's the ones that, well, they were giving me a prescription eye drop. And then they changed it and put it on the counter. You didn't need a prescription for it anymore. And my insurance wouldn't pay for anything that's sold over the counter. So, and a little bottle like this was like $20 if I bought it on over the counter. At the time, I couldn't afford it. So I went in the drugstore one time and I asked the druggist, I said, can you tell me which of these eye drops is the closest or comparable to the one I was getting from the prescription? I think it was Pataday. And he said Zaditor. And these sell for $12. But that it's still not $20. I should keep checking the prices. I don't know what the price is on them now. But, I mean, you only use one little drop into each eye. Like, I have to use it every day to clear my eyes out. And I figured at $20 for a little bottle like that, it would get way too expensive for me. The doctor wrote me a prescription for Pataday. My allergy doctors wrote it for Pataday. But like I said, I was using it for about a year, not quite a year, and they changed it. You didn't need a prescription for it anymore. You could buy it over the counter, but it was the most expensive one you could buy. So I asked the druggist which is compatible or comparable to Pataday if I was going to buy one of the others. And he said Zaditor. So I've been using Zaditor. And there's Cheryl and Reverend Kelly. Hello. Oh no, I have 17 and 18 inches of snow. Oh my goodness. That's way too cold. And 18 inches of snow. Ooh. And there's Janine. She finally come in here. How are you doing, Janine? I guess you recognized your box on the thumbnail of this video. I couldn't wait to open it, so I said, well, I got to go live tonight because I just got it this morning. I've never heard of anybody with thyroid eye disease. What does that do, Janine? Oh, let me get my stuff over here. Maybe to help quit me, stop me. Maybe it will make me stop coughing. And there's Linda Blaylock. Hello, Linda. Goodness gracious. How does thyroid eye disease affect your eyes, Janine? What does it do? I don't think you want to come here this week. It's going to be below freezing every single night and right at freezing every day. So whatever freezes at night is going to stay frozen during the daytime. Even my pots of my plants and stuff were frozen. I was out there breaking off a lot of the plants to put in my compost tea containers. Oh no, it gives bad eye problems and can attack kidneys. I only have one kidney. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, there you go. Don't let it get you down. Can make them bulge out and drain all the time. That's the way my eyes, I mean, they're not bulging out, but they're draining. I mean, I always have liquid in my eyes. And sometimes like matter, like coal matter in them. That when you try to read something, your letters look kind of blurry. And then I have to use the eye drops to clean my eyes out. And then I can see fine. They only get to us because we're stronger people. Stay stronger. Everybody's hard. Yeah, it's hard for everybody. Yeah, I drank my soda. It seems like the soda is the only thing I can drink that will stop me from coughing. Sometimes hot tea will do it and other times it won't. Man, I couldn't believe the views I got on my live yesterday. The last time I looked, it was up to 5,800 views on that live. 200 under 6,000, y'all. It's called Graves' disease. See, I don't know anything about all that. Janine uses, yeah, I can imagine you do if you've got that disease that you're dealing with in your eyes. The spots you've been seeing is caused by glaucoma. I don't see spots. I just get this mucus-like stuff in my eyes, especially when I wake up in the morning. It's almost like cold in your eye. So I always have to use my eye drops to clean my eyes out so I can see. Oh no, you said I have Graves' disease too. Took the radioactive iodine to kill my thyroid. Oh wow. What do you do? Take the radioactive iodine for your Graves' disease and then it affected your thyroid? I don't know. Makes your eyes bulge. I see the spots. Yeah, I don't see spots. It's just sometimes things get blurry because my eyes get matter in them. And that gets in front of me trying to see and everything looks a little blurry till I wash my eyes out. Yeah, I see that, Dennis. Yeah, I hope Lucky comes to the door tonight. He comes up on the porch so I can bring him in and put him back in the little pet carrier. Because I put him in that last night and covered him over. He was fine. He slept all night. He was ready to go out this morning. But once it started getting colder and colder, you know, when the sun goes down, I figured he'd come back to the porch or at least be back up there to come eat. He didn't come up there to eat with little buddy. Little buddy's in there on the bed right now. He went to the bed. He ate his food and wanted to come in the house. It's getting too cold for him out there. He says, I'm an older cat. I can't handle that cold. And I hope Lucky comes back because I walked around the yard a little while ago to see if I could see him, and I don't know where he went. He's prowling around, but he'll be back sooner or later. He gets cold enough, maybe he'll come to the door meowing. He came to the front door last night because the wind was just howling and it was cold and getting colder. He came up there on the porch and he started meowing at the door. And I opened the door and I just grabbed him and I brought him in and put him in the pet carrier and covered it with a blanket. I left a little bit of the front door open so he could see. But that way it wouldn't spook him, you know, it'd calm him down in the dark, and he just went to sleep. No, I'm not a diabetic. Like I said, I have a slight irritation to the lenses they put in my eyes when I had my surgery. And because I went to my allergy doctor and I made them test me for whatever ingredients was in the lenses they were going to put in my eyes, because it terrified me. I said, now what if I get lenses in my eyes I'm allergic to and it causes a bad problem? It could be worse than not having the surgery. So they tested me. I went back up there 3 days later and they said, yeah, you're right, you are allergic to it. He said, you just have a slight irritation to the materials that are in the lenses. But he said, if you weigh being blind or having a slight irritation, I'd go with the slight irritation. And I said, yeah, you're right. I said, you know, I don't want to be blind. So I've dealt with this ever since I've had the lenses in my eyes. So I know that's what it is. My eyes, you know, plus my allergies to everything else. My eyes tear up constantly. And like I said, once in a while I get a little bit of matter on my eyeball and it gets in the way of me seeing, and I got to wash my eyes out to be able to see. And there's Edith Margaret Harris. Hello. How are you doing this evening? I don't know how many we got in here. Let's see. 54 people and 10 thumbs up. This is all about finding out what's in this box that Janine sent me. Affected first, then take thyroid. They had to take your thyroid? But this little box right here is from Janine. So let's get it open and see what's inside. Got to cut this cord that's around it. Yeah, I don't want Lucky to have to stay outside. So they told me at the clinic where I'm going to take Lucky on March 11th, they said, you know, the night before I bring him in, to bring him in about at least by 10 o'clock. Don't give him any food after 10 o'clock. And they said it'd be the best to put him in a pet carrier and just let him sleep in the pet carrier. And then I can bring him the next morning to make sure he doesn't get anything to eat. Because they said when they put him in surgery, it could make him sick if he eats anything. Oh my goodness. I've always wondered how one of these would work. I guess that's what's in the box. It's like a hand blender. Immersion hand blender. Let's open the box and see. I know sometimes I put other stuff in boxes. I can get the box open. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Oh, and the beef or the jerky that she said she was going to send me. I first pulled that out and I said, well, what is that? And then I remembered she said, she said she was going to send me some homemade jerky. Thank you so much, Janine. I'm going to enjoy that jerky. But yeah, that's what it is. It's a immersion blender. I've seen them use these on TV, but I've never tried one, and I often wondered how they would work. Goes like that. Isn't that cool, y'all? It's got a little sharp blade in there. Right in the end of that thing is a sharp little blade. I've never even looked at one of these in the stores. Huh, I can't wait to try that. Thank you, Janine. I really appreciate this. I can't wait to try it. I'm going to have to figure out something to fix that I need to use it with. Yeah, she kept telling me she was going to send me something, but they had to send it to her first, and then she was going to send it to me. I think it was for Christmas. She said, well, your present will be late, but it'll get there. I said, that is perfectly fine. Yeah, easy to clean, Linda. That is cool. Now I can get it back in the box. Well, I got another little pamphlet or something in here. It said, this hand blender is equipped with a thermal protection. If suddenly stopped during use, unplug and allow the hand blender to cool down to reset. Huh. I don't know how it got in here. I can't get it back in the box, y'all. Milkshake right in the glass. Yeah, I've seen them do that. I've seen them do that. There, if I'd have turned it the right way to begin with, it might have went in there, huh? It'll be right back out, though, because I'm going to end up trying to figure out something to use it with, or use it for, to try it out. But I'll put it back in there for right now. I haven't tried the mixer that my son and daughter-in-law gave me for Christmas yet either. I don't have any idea where I'm going to put it. It says salsa, smoothies, baking, soups. Got all kind of blending tips in here. Cool. I got another toy to play with. I got to break a little piece of this jerky off so I can taste it. Oh my God, that's good. Good gracious, Janine, you can send me this every day. I love jerky, and this is good. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, right in the pan. Yeah, I can't wait to try that. Thank you again, Janine. I appreciate it. I love it. Thank you so much. Lita says, my 21-year-old grandson got me a bag of candy, but I'm a diabetic. I feel he got it for himself. Well, you never know, but really, he probably wasn't thinking, or maybe he doesn't know you're a diabetic. Does he know even? Yeah, you can puree soup. I don't have to put it in a blender or a processor. Just do it right in the pot. That'd come in real handy when I made my pumpkin soup. I could have pureed it right in the pot and not have to put it in the blender. Because I didn't even puree it. But if I'd had that, I would have. I'd have tried it. Yeah, and it doesn't take up any room. I just tasted a little bit of this. It's real good. That could be addicting. My son has been making jerky at his house because he loves jerky, and he said it's so expensive. I've never tried to make any. I've made cucumber chips. I've made cantaloupe candy. What else did I make? I think it was zucchini chips. In my dehydrator, I have recipes for all that, and I put them in there. I love the chips, but it takes so long to make them. This jerky's good. Oh my goodness. It's your dad's recipe? Well, tell him thumbs up. That's a good recipe. That is really good. I hate to eat in front of y'all, but I can't help it. And we got Jackie M in the house. Ready to watch me use it. Well, you know, last year my son and my daughter-in-law got me the food processor. And it was months before I even took it out of the box. Because I said, I don't know where I'm going to put it. Well, I got it sitting up there with my other blender. Because I'm so used to using my Ninja. And I love my Ninja. I said, I'm going to use it till it quits working. But I did need a blender, a mixer. Because I've been using a hand mixer and it's almost burnt up. But I don't know where I'm going to put a stand mixer, and that's what this is. It's a KitchenAid. And I know it's an expensive one. I don't know how much they paid for it, but I've seen the prices on KitchenAid mixers. And I think this one's got like 10 attachments. And my son teased me, said, Mama, now you can make homemade pasta. I said, I don't know if I want to go through all that trouble. He just laughed. He said, Mom, it's real good. So evidently Regina makes homemade pasta now. So I said, I might try it, but I don't know. That sounds like an awful lot of work to actually make your spaghetti noodles or your pasta noodles before you can put it with everything else to cook them. Yeah, I love tomato soup. And I make my own homemade spaghetti sauce if I have the tomatoes. In fact, I've got a bowl full of the little tomatoes over there now. And I'm thinking about making some spaghetti sauce with it. And I can use this little hand blender. This Emerson hand blender. I can use that to make my that little bit of tomato sauce. I wish I could share. I can't help it. Eat it. It's so good. Yeah, Linda, why don't you start your YouTube channel? I mean, I never thought people would send me anything. I never dreamed they'd send me anything when I started my channel. But I've had people send me stuff off and on. Really nice stuff, too. Janine says, I'll send you more when I make more. I got to get the recipe for that. I might try it myself. I needed to get my son's recipe. I've never tried making jerky. I mean, I've got the dehydrator. It has 5 trays. So I said I could make some, you know. No rolling dough, right? Yes, they are. I have one. You're talking hundreds. You're talking about the KitchenAid. My son laughed when I opened it and I saw what it was. I said, KitchenAid. And my son smiled and he said, yeah, Mom, every kitchen needs a KitchenAid. No rolling the dough. Just put it in there and let the KitchenAid fix your dough ball for you. You thought it was a lava lamp, Dennis? No, it's a immersion blender. Immersion hand blender. A multi-purpose 3-speed, 300 watts detachable shaft. Yeah. And my daughter-in-law said, well, she said, you can come up with more different videos with your KitchenAid. I said, yeah, if I ever try to make my own pasta, I'll have to do a video on it. You know that. I've really never made my own pasta, like spaghetti noodles or pasta noodles. I mean, I've made my own pastry, you know, like the pastry that goes in chicken and dumplings and stuff like that, or my pie pastry. I make that by hand. I've always made my own stuff by hand like that. I've never tried to make biscuit dough or yeast bread or anything like that in a mixer with a dough hook, you know. That'll be interesting to see how that works out. And there's Cindy Davis Noel. Hello. You're on the way home after a pharmacy pickup. Well, be careful. You are a special lady, Linda. Would love your channel. Well, thank you so much, Jackie M. Oh my God, I'm going to sit here and eat all this jerky. And y'all be watching me. This stuff is addicting. I gotta leave it alone. What did I eat today? I ate, what do they call it? Everything bagel this morning with strawberry cream cheese on it. So good. That's what I ate for breakfast with my cup of coffee. What did I eat for lunch? I don't think I even ate lunch. I think I ate a couple of pretzels. No. I stopped by McDonald's because I had to take a package in to UPS. And I stopped at McDonald's coming home. It was about 1 o'clock. Because I got up early this morning. I was eating breakfast at 8 o'clock. I stopped at McDonald's and got me a value meal for $5. Oh, your husband's driving, Cindy? Well, that's good. Never put any part of your pasta maker in water. You're talking about my KitchenAid? It's a big stand mixer. That's the reason it's still in the box. I don't know where in the world I'm going to put it. I could have put it up here where I've got all my canned stuff, but I got two shelves of, or 2 layers of canned jars up here with cowboy relish, cowboy candy, pepper jelly, and chow chow. So now you're going to tell me, don't judge your ability to make pasta on your first attempt. It may take a few tries. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll video it, and if it turns out okay on the first attempt, you'll see it. If it flops, I'm not going to show it to anybody. Even though I know you would love to see it. I may get more views just by going through trial and error and going ahead and film the first attempt and just see what happens. Yeah, that little bit of salty that's in the jerky must have helped my throat. I may have to nibble some more on it. Thank God for value meats. And there's Shatika. Hello, Shatika. Did you just come in? I've already shown that what was in the box, but I can show it again. It was a hand immersion, multi-purpose immersion hand blender. And Janine sent that to me, Janine Spurgeon. And she sent me a little package of jerky, that homemade jerky she made. And I've been nibbling on it. It is so good. Oh my God, it's good. Yes, but pasta make is a separate piece. I don't know. He said there was like an attachment you put on it, and it comes out, the attachment, like in spaghetti. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not taking it out of the box yet because I don't know where I'm going to put it. I want to build a cabinet over here where my dehydrator is and get rid of this cart that my dehydrator's sitting on. And when I build the cabinet, I want to make it high enough to have 2 top shelves, like overhead or head high to me, just to put my Canon stuff on. If I had 2 shelves up there on top of a cabinet, I'd have room to put all those jars I've got there on top. And then I could maybe put my dehydrator where the jars are and put my mixer on the top of the cabinet that I build. But it's too cold this week to build one. That's right, it comes out in like strings. I don't know. I've never made it, so I'll have to give it an attempt. Maybe that's all I needed was a little bit of her recipe of jerky to calm my coughing down. See there, Janine, it's not only something that's good to eat, but it got rid of my cough. Yeah, like I said, I've never tried making jerky. Oh, you're going to send me your pasta recipe? So you have like a KitchenAid that you make your own pasta in? My God, this jerky is so good, I can't leave it alone, y'all. See, that's why I haven't gotten it out of the box yet. I want to have some place to put it where I can plug it in and use it and not have to move it, because I'm not supposed to be lifting heavy stuff. And I don't want to have to move that mixer from one place to the other every time I want to use it. I think my daughter-in-law moves hers. She called it a big ass cabinet. In the room where she's got their computer and stuff. It's actually the entrance to the house. But it's like a, I don't know, it's like an entry room. And they don't use it. They don't come in the front door. So they've got their computer table set up in there. And they've got it set up like an office. And they've got this big cabinet in there. And she said, I put mine in that big cabinet. I said, well, I don't have a big cabinet to put mine in. And like I said, I'd rather find a place to put it where I can leave it and use it wherever I put it and not have to move it. So I don't know. I think that would be the best place for it because I only plug in my dehydrator when I'm using it. Other times I keep it unplugged. I've got a Frigidaire ice maker sitting over here that they gave me 1 year. And I know that costs pretty good. And I tried it out to see how I liked it, and I don't use it. Because I use 2 trays in my freezer, and I like the big ice cubes. And my son said he likes the bigger ice cubes too. He said the ice maker makes real tiny ones, and the ice melts too fast, and he likes the bigger cubes. And so that's what I do. I keep my 2 trays in my freezer right here behind me. And when I need ice, I just go in and get a tray out and pop out a couple of big cubes and put it in my glass or my thermos right here. I said one day I might have a use for that little ice maker. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to have if you needed it. If you ever need more ice, I guess I can make mine. Not have to wait for it to freeze in the freezer. But so far, I haven't needed that much, so. Yeah, well, my cabinet, that first one that I built, that I did the video on, it's pretty sturdy. And I'm going to build the cabinet out of the same thing, because I'm going to stain it the same color so it all matches. And it's got 1 by 1 inch corner studs in that little cabinet. And it'll have corner studs in the cabinet when I build it over here too. I'm still eating jerky, y'all, and I'm not coughing. Linda Blaylock said, jerky cough drops. I guess so. It's funny you should say that, Dennis, because my Ninja blender or processor, I can put stuff in it, turn it on, and it's not jumping off the counter. The first couple of times I tried using that new food processor they gave me, I was cutting up those peppers in it or chopping them up. And when I pushed the button to start it, it started jumping off the counter. I had to hold it down for a minute. But I don't know, I must not have used that new blender, that new food processor correctly. Because it didn't chop all the peppers up like it should. Well, my spare bedroom back here, right off the kitchen, I've turned that into a storeroom because I've got extra food, canned items, Gatorade, all kind of stuff, because I had so much food coming in from that anonymous sender that I had nowhere in the kitchen to put it. My cabinets were crammed full. So I had to start putting it in the bedroom in there. So my little bedroom in here, what used to be my son's room, is used as a storeroom. It's got stuff just stacked in there until I can get it all used up. You turned your spare bedroom into a craft room and linen closet into a pantry. Well, this big cabinet, well, it's not a cabinet, it was a closet to the side of me here, behind me, that this billboard is on. It was a coat closet. Just a big coat closet. I don't know why they put it in the kitchen, but they put a big coat closet in here. And the owners that originally put the house here took some really 3/4 inch wood and made shelves. I mean, there's I don't know how many shelves in here. There's 1, 2, 4 shelves. And the shelves are about that far high. And there's 4 of them because they go all the way up to the top. And I use it at one shelf has got pots and pans, lids, stuff like that in there. One shelf has got some food items, serving utensils, like bowls and platters and stuff like that. The bottom on the floor down there is what houses my big canner when I'm not using it. It houses my 5-gallon can that I've got bird seed in. I've got that under there. And it houses my big jar of flour. I've got that down there. The one just above it, I've got all kind of serving platters, bowls. One of those little, it's kind of like a crock pot, but it's a little one that you can cook and keep warm the little sausages in sauce, or make little dips and keep them hot, if you just need a little bit. Otherwise, I would use my big crock pot. But I've got all kind of stuff like that in there. The top shelf, I've got the great big green plastic bowl you've seen me gather greens in the garden with. I've got my big cake carrier up there. I've got a big Tupperware bread loaf box. That's up there. Just stuff like that. Great big pans that have lids that you can carry stuff. Like if you can bake your cake in it, a sheet cake, and it has a lid that attaches to the top. And then it's got a handle so you can take it out of the oven, let it cool, and then carry it wherever you want it. That's the kind of stuff I've got up top. And I don't want to get rid of it because at some time or another I end up using it, Linda's big ass cabinet. Yeah. I think that's what Regina thought about, was that big closet that was turned into a pantry is my big ass closet. But that mixer ain't going to fit up there. And then if I put it up there, then I got to move it out and put it somewhere to use it. I said I'd have to put it on the table. And then, the shelves are so deep that go into the back. If I put it in the front, it's going to be hard to get around it to get anything behind it unless you take it out. And that's what I want to avoid. I don't want to have to keep moving it constantly. I want to put it in one place and be able to leave it there. Dennis says, make it fit. Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to have to make it fit somewhere. I don't know. On this cabinet here, this cart, I've got a waffle maker. I've got a George Foreman grill that my daughter gave me for Christmas one year. The George Foreman grill. And I used it quite a bit. And the waffle maker, I think I've made a video or 2 with that. And I've got serving bowls. I've got baking dishes, all kind of stuff like that on this cart that could go in another cabinet if I ever get one built. I think I've got enough of the wood in the shed out there to build it. I'm not sure. I've got to go out there and check measurements, and that is a rolling cart, but I don't want to move it. This rolling cart is crammed full. The shelves are full. The floor is full. The top is full because I've got my dehydrator sitting on top. So I don't know. I don't live in a great big house where I've got a lot of cabinet space. And I know that's why they took this coat closet and turned it into a pantry. Because there's nowhere else in this kitchen to put stuff. I do have a little cabinet right above the refrigerator up here. But I put stuff up in there that I hardly ever use. Because I don't want to have to climb up there to get stuff out. So that cabinet up there is basically useless to me, except to store stuff that I may use once a year. My cabinet over here where the microwave is, it's full of food. It's full of canned stuff, wax paper, aluminum foil, parchment paper, you know, all that kind of stuff, canned stuff, rice, noodles, you name it. And then I've got one other cabinet here. It's just a small one. And I basically got all kind of outdoor stuff. Stuff that probably should go in the shed, but if I put it out there, I'll never find it. Because, you know, I do all my own repairs. I've got pipe wrenches. I've got screwdrivers. I've got all kind of stuff in this little cabinet right here. And there's some like individual serving trays with lids that you can freeze in. I've got those stacked on the top shelf, and all my handyman work is on the bottom. And under the sink, I've got canned food. I've got pasta noodles, cornmeal, potato. I keep my bag of potatoes under the sink. And it's so inconvenient under my sink. There's not that much room. And with all this food that came in, like I said, every cabinet is full. My overhead cabinet over my sinks, that has my, like, tea pitchers. I've got, I think, 3 tea pitchers that I can use. Because I may make tea in one or lemonade in one. And then it has my glasses, you know, my glassware that you drink out of. It's got just all kind of stuff like that. The one over the stove has my dishes. I mean, the first shelf has my everyday dishes, my bowls that I use for cooking. My very top shelf up there has my good china that I haven't taken down in years, but I'm not going to get rid of it. Make a pull-out shelf. I don't know if I could do that. I'd probably end up tipping the whole cabinet over on me. And then the shelf over, I mean the cabinet over here by the door that's above this cabinet right down here. I mean, it's just a small 2-door cabinet, and the one up there is too. One side has got nothing but spices. I have got every spice under the sun up there. On one side on the top shelf. And then I've got cough medicines. I've got allergy medicines and stuff on this side. And then underneath on the very first shelf, it's all food again. Canned stuff. Box stuff. And on the other side of my kitchen, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pull-out little drawers about this wide. And they're about that deep. That I have my silverware, my knives, just all kind of kitchen tools and stuff in those drawers. And they're full. And then that tall cabinet under the bar, at the end of the bar, is where my trash can is. Because I've got just a little, it's not even a 13-gallon trash can in there. I bought one that would fit in there because it was made for a trash can. Keep it out of the way. You don't want it sit in the middle of the kitchen. And I usually keep it emptied every day, so. We had to make our linen closet a pantry. My poor mom never had cabinet space. The only one with enough cabinets was Donna Reed. Well, see, I don't even have a linen closet. I've got a little cabinet above the washing machine in the bathroom that I put sheets. I put like extra kitchen towels, seasonal towels like Christmas, you know, that type of thing up in that cabinet. On the bottom shelf up there, I keep Clorox, other cleaning aids on one side. So that takes up that. My towels, basically, I use for showering is on shelves above the commode. They're folded up nice on the shelf, and it's full of towels. I put a 6-foot table in my spare bedroom. My rooms are so small, I don't have room for a 6-foot table. There's no way I'd get a 6-foot table in anywhere unless I took the bed out. Because this little room in here it's only maybe 5 foot wide and 9 or 10 feet long. Because it's got a little single bed that my son used to sleep on. It's got a little bitty dresser on one side with the lamp on it. And it's just got room to go down between the bed and the closet. And it's got sliding doors for the closet because there's no room to open doors in there. So you see, I don't have the room y'all have. You don't understand. My kitchen is full. My whole house is full right now. I've got my freezer sitting here in my kitchen, over close to the front door. Because my kitchen is right here with my living room. When you come in my front door, if you come in my kitchen, you're walking right in front of my freezer and right at the end of the bar. Who is Imelda Marcus? Said she had a large closet. I really have to go through closets and cabinets if I ever get time and get rid of some stuff, because I've got clothes I cannot wear anymore. I doubt I'll ever be able to wear them. Linda, you have everything. Cool. I don't have everything. Some of what I got I don't need. I shouldn't have here. Sometimes I jinx myself by keeping all those smaller size clothes. I said maybe that's the reason I can't lose weight. If I get rid of them, then maybe I can lose weight and then I'll have to buy new ones. Don't I wish my bedrooms were big enough that I could put a 6-foot table in. My house is only 12 foot wide. And that's probably the biggest length in my bedrooms is the width of the house. Yeah, my rooms are small, small. My kitchen table is right in the middle of my kitchen. There's just enough room to walk around from the counter, in front of the stove, in front of the refrigerator, and in front of the cabinets over here that I built. And the cart that's in the floor. But, yeah, if the cart was taller and had shelves at the top for my canning stuff, it would be fine. But it doesn't have anything up top. It's just a push cart. And I really need a cabinet with doors on it, with shelves at the top, about head high, to put my canning jars on when I can stuff. Because I don't have anywhere to put all that. I can't put it outside. They'll freeze and the jars will break. Janine said, yep, bed's got to go. I try to make it look as nice as possible, Uncle BB. But it's hard when you got too much stuff in your house. I got to go through magazines, get rid of magazines. It's time to do that again. I even quit subscribing to magazines and newspaper because it seemed like I was getting buried in newspapers and magazines. I couldn't put enough in compost. I put all my newspapers in compost pile or in my totes and stuff when I'm building the soil. I'm not too bad about saving them. I stack them up and I think I'm going to go read them. And then I never read my magazines that come. I have Better Housekeeping, McCall's. So I finally just stopped the subscription to the magazines. I said, this is ridiculous. I'm just getting them. They sit on the shelf until I take them out and burn them. And most of the time I don't even read them or look at them. And I said, I'm tired of spending money for something I don't need. Oh, Imelda Marcus was a dictator's wife who had a lot of shoes. I got a lot of shoes too. They're stacked up in the bottom of my closets. And I need to get rid of some old ones. Some of them in there are so old they need to go. I mean, I need to get rid of them. But I've been so busy with videos in the garden and cooking and one thing and another till I just haven't done it. And you know, when I list stuff on Linda, I'll email a walkthrough of my apartment. Okay. But since I sell on Poshmark, I'm using the small bedroom in here also as a storeroom for the stuff I list to sell on Poshmark because I don't have anywhere else to put it. And I said, man, I'm almost ready to pull stuff off of Poshmark, forget about selling it on there, and just donate it or get rid of it just to get it out of the house. I said, it's getting out of hand. I don't... I have so much stuff in my house, I don't have room. Hi, Catherine Moody. How are you? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Well, you know, I fixed my house up myself the way I like it. And I always kept it spotless. But I got so much stuff in here now, it's ridiculous. I got to do something. The bed's got to go. LOL, companies can sleep on the couch. I wore that bee whiff too, Uncle BB. And now you can't get the bee whiff anywhere. It's the bee whiff is the now medium. And it's me, Ann. Hello, Ann. You just slipped right in there. It's overcast where Catherine is. Wilson Todd. Oh, you contacted the police about your cat on being poisoned. Oh, what are they going to do? Oh, I'm going to imagine so. You went back to work today. It was sunshiny. You're a crossing guard. Oh my goodness, that's got to be interesting. An interesting job. You had 2 doctor appointments today, Ann. Oh, well, I hope it turned out well. They're going to start an investigation. Well, yeah, they should, because you don't know how many other cats or dogs or animals that they've poisoned. Catherine's in Oregon. We're going to get snow here, y'all, by Wednesday night, because it's going to be below freezing. And it's not going to get above freezing all day Thursday or Thursday night. And it's supposed to rain Wednesday. If it rains, you know it's going to be snow. It can't rain if it's below freezing. If it's 22 degrees, it can't rain. There's going to be ice falling. I bet you do, Catherine. I would love that job, I think. Crossing guard. That sounds interesting. I've watched these videos like in New York where they have these policemen like at an intersection directing traffic because it gets so congested. And they're out there doing these dance moves, and doing their hands like this and like that. And they're just doing all kind of dances in between. It was hilarious. Anne says she got an injection in my knee because I cannot have a new job replacement right now. My pulmonologist won't approve surgery because of my breathing. Well, yeah, if you're not in good health, you don't need to undergo surgery. That's crazy. Well, I wish you all the best, Anne. I really do. I wish I could do something. But there's nothing we can do except pray for you. Just keep you in our prayers. Keep your eyes on your cats at all times. Don't want this to happen to anyone. Yeah, my 2 cats are usually outdoor cats. They come in once in a while. Like little Buddy's in there on the foot of my bed right now asleep because he says it's too cold for him outside. And I'm going to bring Lucky in too as soon as he comes up to the porch because he stayed in last night. I put him in his little pet carrier and I covered it with a blanket. And he just went to sleep. He slept in it all night long. Knee joint replacement. Well, my daughter-in-law just had a knee surgery where they put, I don't know, was it titanium or something in her knee instead of bone? Seemed like she's got a shaft in her leg and then part of her knee was replaced by that metal. I don't know what it was. She'd have to tell you. I can't explain it like she did. But I don't remember what it was. She could barely walk with her knee. And they said that she needed surgery. Basically a knee replacement. But they didn't do it with bone. They did it with some type of metal. Yeah, Wilson... Little Buddy's a smart cat. He ate and then he started scratching at the door wanting in. He wanted to come in. And Lucky come to the door last night and he was meowing like crazy. And I opened the door and he was right there on the porch looking up at the door meowing at me. And I grabbed him and brought him in and put him in the pet carrier and let him stay in that all night. Make ham hocks tomorrow night. I don't have ham hocks. I made ham with put a little bit of ham in my greens tonight. And my dumplings, I made a video. That's what I made my video on that I'll post either today or tomorrow. Tomorrow or the next day. I don't know yet. Yeah, it's cold. It's 33 degrees right now. I wish he would come to the door meowing. I want to bring him in so bad. And I don't know where he's at right now. But I figure he'd come to the house, Well, I won't mind Lucky coming in more than what he does once I get him fixed so he can't spray all over the house because that stuff smells awful. And it's so hard to get the scent out of your house once they start spraying all over everything. It just ruins your house. Yeah, I hated to hear about Wilson's cat. Let me check my front door. I just want to see if Lucky's out there. Lucky. Lucky. He's not out there. He was here at lunchtime. But he's taken off somewhere. I don't know where he went. Hopefully he'll come back before I go to bed tonight. I don't want him to stay out there as cold as it is. I mean, he might be able to find him a warm spot. I know it can go in the greenhouse, but it's not like he's got heat or anything out there. I just don't know where he's at. That's what bothers me. Let's see if he's back here. I can get the light on. Well, I don't think he's out back either. Lucky. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I don't know where he is. I wish he would come home. I didn't want to bring him in at lunchtime and keep him cooped up all afternoon. He would have went stir crazy. At night when it gets dark and you keep the thing covered, he just goes to sleep. Might be well, he would have come if he was under the car. He'd have heard me calling, because he would have figured he was going to get something to eat. Oh, Life with Pippintine finally got her seeds and her heart-shaped picture frame in the mail. I was wondering about that. I knew it might be a little slow since it was the holidays. But I'm glad you got it. He may have roamed around the neighborhood and found him a warm spot to stay in. Who knows? Yeah, I'd rather him come home and so I can put him in the house and put him in his little pet carrier so I know he's safe. You were up in Amarillo a few days, but I was excited to see that when I got home. Oh, so you had it there already waiting for you. What time is it? 7? Is it 7:30? I know there's nothing warm out there. It's 33 degrees. It's almost right at freezing right now. And I would love to just get him in the house. Yeah, well, we got that winter storm moving in this week. That's why the temperatures dropped like it did. And that's why it's going to be so cold this week, is that winter storm's moving through this week. And it's going to be lingering around the whole week. It'll be at least a week before the temperatures warm up any. It's supposed to be a high in the 20s up here midweek, I think. Yeah, 20s. That's too cold. Just like here, it's too cold. All of you going to call Lucky. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Like I said, he didn't like the wind and all that cold last night, because it spooked him. He was meowing at the door wanting me to come. So I opened the door and I grabbed him and brought him in the house, because He didn't like the wind. He didn't know what was going on out there. You know, this is his first winter. He hasn't spent a winter yet because he's not even a year old yet. He came here in the summer and he was just a little kitten. He was a big kitten, but he was a kitten. Yeah, well, I gathered my greens. They didn't have a bug or worm on them anywhere. That freeze last night, man, they dropped right off. They couldn't even hold on. Uncle BB says, Lucky come home, all's forgiven for eating in the parlor. And Wilson watched my Jello video. Well, I did it because you said you wanted to see it, Wilson. I said, well, I'll make a Jello video for Wilson. I love my Jello with fruit cocktail in it. Just drain the fruit. And really, it's better to take a paper towel, drain it, and then kind of pat it dry to get all the other moisture off of it, and then put it in the Jello. And I didn't pat it off. It still had a little bit of the liquid in it on the fruit, you know, from in the can. But it still turned out okay. I love it that way. Neck bones and rice and pork fat. Ann says her son brought her some greens and beautiful lettuce from his garden when he came. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. That was really nice of him. I know you were happy to get it all. Fresh greens out of the garden and lettuce. I don't know how many's watching. Looks like about 53. I can't really see up there. Yeah, looks like 50. Yeah, 53. I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. Wilson made some pudding today. What kind of pudding did you make, Wilson? I love chocolate pudding. I like any kind of pudding, but chocolate pudding is my favorite. Or banana pudding. Lime. Huh. I've eaten lime pie before. I've never made lime pudding. Did you buy it in a instant box? You know, the instant pudding? Is that what you made? I've never tried any of it. I bet it's good. Wild Archie dude. Yes, I've had a wonderful day today. How has your day been, Wild Archie dude? Yeah, his garden is all organic and tasted so good. Well, mine, for the most part, is organic. The only thing basically I use on it sometimes is a little bit of pesticide. If the bugs get so bad I can't ward them off with the pepper spray, or just hose them off with the water hose. But I hardly ever use any pesticide. Once in a while I might use a little bit of 7 dust on my greens if the worms get so bad. But I hardly ever use it, because I don't like to put pesticides and stuff like that on my garden. Wild Archery dude, are you a troll? Because if you are, we're going to take you out. Well, that was not a very nice comment to make. You're a southern boy in North Carolina. Well, a southern boy don't talk like that. If you're a true southern boy from North Carolina, then you got a little bit more respect than to come into somebody's chat and make a statement like that. No, we don't need trolls. Look back in the chat, Wilson. About 4 statements back that he made. It was 22 degrees last night, life at River Ridge. And it didn't get hardly above freezing today. And it's going to be 22 again tonight. Well, it's going to be freezing Wednesday night, Wednesday evening. And it's not going to get above freezing all day Thursday or Thursday night. And we're supposed to get rain Wednesday. We're not going to get rain on Wednesday evening. If it tries to rain, it's going to be snow or sleet or just pure ice falling. Because it's going to be too cold for it to rain. Give him another chance, Gladys. If he makes any more vulgar statements, just take him out. Yeah, we've got a winter storm that's hit this week here in Texas. That's why the temperatures have dropped so bad. You have to watch your statements in my chat, Wild Archery Dude. I don't like any derogatory, offensive, vulgar, anything like that in my statements coming in my live chat. So keep it clean, keep it nice, and you can stay. If not, they will take you out. Go Spurs, go. You're watching a ball game? She's an officer. Yep, she's an officer for me. Our daughter is in Bastrop. Hope y'all stay safe and warm. It's only 33 degrees here right this minute. Nope, she's not a Nazi. She's a moderator, and she gets rid of people that come in to my chat with offensive, vulgar statements. We don't want anything said in our chat to be offensive to anybody. You blocked Wild? Absolutely no sense in the nasty talk. No, there's not. They're nothing but a troll if they come into your chat and start making offensive, ugly remarks. I have blonde hair and blue eyes, so I think I'm good. Blonde hair and blue eyes don't mean you're respectful. But as long as you're respectful, you can be in the chat. If not, we'll say goodbye to you. Yeah, it's all about that winter storm that's hit Texas this week that's coming through. They're calling for snow for most of the south of the whole United States. The southeast, the southern states. That's the reason I don't want Lucky outside. I want him to come to the door so I can bring him in the house. Or he may not come to the door. Maybe he don't want to be put in that little pet carrier. But he seemed fine in there. I gave him some food and a little bit of water. And he slept in there all night and stayed warm. He didn't freeze outside. Dennis says, oops, stepped out for a meeting. Calling for ice, aren't they? Or just snow. Well, Wednesday, it's going to get down to freezing by Wednesday night or Wednesday evening. And they're calling for rain and snow flurries. And then it's not going to get above freezing all day Thursday or all night Thursday night. So if we get any type of participation trying to fall Wednesday evening, you know it's going to be ice or snow, and it's not going to go away till Friday. Maybe, depending on how warm it gets Friday. Well, usually I can open the door and just say, hey, kitty, 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 you know, come get your dinner, or just call the kitty, kitty, and he comes running. I mean, him and little buddy both will just make a beeline for the front porch because they know it's meal time. They're going to get fed. But he's not been coming. He came at lunch, but I haven't seen him since lunchtime. So like I said, he may have found him a warm spot somewhere and he don't want to leave it. I don't know, but I'd a whole lot rather him come home. Think you're going to put beef roast in the crock pot, want beef and barley soup for tomorrow. That sounds like a plan, Janine. Oh, well, look at there, Wilson. Got your girlfriend with you. She's going to spend the night with you tonight. Well, y'all behave yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If he's already found him a warm spot, he's not moving. But I'd a whole lot rather him come home and let me bring him in the house so I know he's okay. I can't believe this jerky stops my cough, y'all. I put a little piece in my mouth and my cough is gone. May said they used their immersion blender the other day when I made applesauce. It works great for soups and squash. I bet. Well, I was just thinking that this is a good week for soup. It's a good week to cook because you warm the house up with the stove and oven. Well, I got my greens cooked today, so I may come up with a soup tomorrow. I don't know. Or a great big old pot of turkey and pastry. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to fix tomorrow. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, Dennis. I'm not letting a skunk and an opossum in my house. Oh, no. They can stay outside wherever they are. They're not coming in here. Gonna make some hot chili tonight with some hot peppers. Chili sounds good, but I don't want the hot peppers in it. Just a little for flavoring, but not enough to make it hot. My stomach can't handle that much hot peppers anymore. I was trying to think up a way we can have some kind of contest or some kind of giveaway for somebody to win either pepper jelly, cowboy candy, cowboy relish, or chow chow, one or the other. But I don't know what to do, what kind of contest to get to going to do that. Easy on the beans, Wilson. Yeah, I hope so too, Ann. I hope we don't lose power. I hope what I'm really afraid of is the water lines in other places are going to freeze and stop my water from coming here. Or they'll end up with busted pipes somewhere. And it'll get everybody's water cut off. I'm not cuddling with no possum. No, I don't think so. I think the raccoons are cute, but I don't even want to cuddle with them. You might could cuddle up with a armadillo. They look like little army tanks. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to fix tomorrow. I still got black-eyed peas. I got to either freeze them or eat them. Now I got a big old bowl of greens, and I got a bowl of cornbread dumplings that I cooked in the green juice, the broth. It's good, but there's only so much I can eat. I told my son it's a shame that he doesn't live closer to me. I could keep him fed all the time. They wouldn't have to cook. But then they might not like what I cook. How about have a lottery and whoever gets picked, they win the prize? Well, I could do something like that. I could do something like a lottery where, like, anytime someone comes into the live chat, I write their name down, and their name goes in the hat. And then maybe at the end of the month, I draw a name, and whoever I draw the name of wins the jar of whatever I decide to send them. That'd be bad. I don't know any other way to do it, really. I know I've seen some other people, the way they get people's name is if they join as a member of the channel. But, you know, that costs you money. You have to at least pay for that first month to become a member. And then they get your name out of the member list. And then they have a drawing of names out of that member list. But I hate to have people that you know, that otherwise would not join my channel, join as a member just to get their name in the hat, so to speak. Edith said, "Dear, your blouse is lovely." You know, this is one of Walmart's discounted. It's like a insulated shirt, long sleeve shirt. And I think it was on sale for like $5 or $6. I don't even remember. I bought a short sleeve one for $3. And I think this was just a couple of dollars more. And it was my size, so I grabbed it. I would have got another one in a different color, but they didn't have my size. They were all sold out of just about all of them by the time I saw them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It gets me views if people know, if they at least come in the chat and I get their name. I put their name in a pot or hat. And then every time they come in alive that month, their name goes in the pot again. Like if you come in this live, I'll get your name. If you come in the next live, I'll get your name again. So the more lives you come in that month, the more times your name is going to be in the pot. And the more chances you're going to get of being pulled out at the end of the month. How does that sound? A good idea? Okay, let me get something to write names down on. I'm going to go to the last page in this book. And I'm going to use the last page. Because this is where I keep everything for the pen. I need a pen. Here it is. Jana here. I see you, Jana. I got Jackie, M, it's me, Ann, Wilson, Dennis, Edith, Edith Margaret Harris, Jackie M, it's me, Ann, Jana, Jana Jacob, and I know Janine was in here. Let's see. Life with Pippintine. Seemed like there was some other people in here earlier. Gladys, can't forget Gladys. I got Jackie in Super Pappy. No, I just got you down. And I got Super Pappy down. I got Jana Jacob. I got Wilson Todd. May N. I'm looking back at the chat, y'all, so that's why. Darlene. Luchetti. Life at River Ridge. MT. Uncle BB, I can't forget Uncle BB. I think I may have everybody. I don't know. Tamra. I don't know if she's still here, but she was earlier. Cindy Davis Noel. Linda Blaylock. Got Jackie M. I thought I did, but I didn't. Yeah, she was the first one I put down. Cindy. Shatika. Can't forget Shatika. I think I got everybody. Catherine Moody. She just came in. Hello, Catherine. I was getting names for everybody that's in chat because we're going to run a contest. This is the 6th. If I can talk without coughing. We're running a contest, and every time for a whole month, you come into a chat, a live chat that I have, anytime, whether it's Thursday, Sunday, or any pop-up live I have, anytime you come into that chat, your name is going to go in a pot or the hat for a drawing at the end of the month. This is the 6th, so the end of the month will be February 6th. I'm going to write that down on my paper. The month is over February 6th. So February 6th, we'll have a drawing to see who wins. Does that sound okay, y'all? I got everybody's name down at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 20 names down. I don't think I've missed anybody. But we got a lot of silent viewers. They don't come into chat. But, you know, if you don't come into chat, then you don't have a chance to win. But we got 20 in here right now, and we got about 53 still watching. So, if you want your name in the pot for a chance to win, one or the other, I don't know which one it'll be. I might let the winner choose. It's either a jar of Chow Chow, a jar of cowboy candy relish, pepper jelly, and what else did I say? I think that's it, isn't it? Pepper jelly, cowboy candy relish, or Chow Chow. You have your choice of one of those. See if I can get to the end of the chat and see what y'all have been saying since I've been trying to get a list of everybody. Life at River Ridge. Did I get? Yeah, I got you down. I got MT. I got Dennis. I got Darlene. I got Janine, Super Pappy, May, Wilson. I think I got everybody's name that's in chat right now. Got Gladys. Got Life with Pippintone. Got Jackie M. I got Jana Jacob. I got Edith. Oh, Janice Country QT. I'll get your name down. Janice Country QT. Yeah, I've just had to get back down to the Cajun girl. I got to get your name down. I got Cajun girl. So I think I got everybody. We got about 23, 24 people listed so far. Unless somebody else comes in the chat before we end it. Oh yes, pepper jelly is good on toast, biscuits, bagels, anything you want to put jelly on. Because my pepper jelly is not hot. I mean, some of it has like a little bit of a mild, warm aftertaste, but it's not really hot. I was surprised. Evidently, I put more bell pepper and sweet pepper in mine than I did hot peppers. Or either they didn't mature and get hot like they were supposed to or something. Because my pepper jelly is not hot. I've got pepper jam and I got pepper jelly, which is basically the same thing, only one is more solid and one is, a little, jams are not as gelled up as jelly is. Yeah, it'll be either cowboy candy. I might let the winner choose of one of them, whichever one the winner wants. If they're in chat when I pull their name that night. If they're not, I'm going to pull another name, and whoever's in chat on February 6th, I don't know what date that is. On February 6th, if I don't change my mind, we'll do the drawing on February 6th. So every time you come into live chat, in my lives between now and February 6th, your name will go in the pot again another time. Patty C, there you go. Got to get Patty C in there. How are you doing, Patty? We're going to run a contest for a month. This is January 6th, so we're going to run a contest until February 6th. Every time someone comes into my live between now and February 6th, your name is going to go in the hat another time. So every time you come into a live chat for the whole month, your name will go back in the pot again. So the more you come in the lives that I have, the more chances your name is going to go in the pot for the drawing to win either Chow Chow, Cowboy Candy, Cowboy Relish, or Pepper Jelly. And I'll give the winner the choice of which of the four you get. And I got Pepper Jam too. So you'll have your choice of either Pepper Jam or Pepper Jelly. Because I wanted to do a giveaway, but I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it, what kind of contest to win. And I said, well, that's a great way to get your name in the hat and get it in there more than once. So the more you come into live chats, the more chances you're going to have to get your name picked. You love that? Okay. That way, if you win it, like Wilson, he may want cowboy candy, because he loves hot peppers. And that would be hot because it's purely, basically jalapenos and other hot peppers that I've got. Uncle B, what are you talking about? The green stamps. Which one is my favorite? I don't know. I like all of them. I love the pepper jelly. This is the first year that I've made the pepper jelly or the pepper jam. Yeah, see, Wilson says the hotter the better. And Patty C, she says, me too, love hot. Edith says, no matter how much I give my grandkids gifts, they still don't spend time with me. Well, how close do they live to you, Edith? I mean, I'd love to be able to spend more time with my granddaughter. I've got one granddaughter, and I see her maybe once or twice a year if I'm lucky. Because, I mean, she'll be 22 in June, and she works. And she's not always free, you know, when the rest of the family's free to get together. Yeah, I figured it'd be fun, and it's not going to cost you money to come in to chat. Nick. Okay, we got a Nick in here. What is the last name, Nick? That's from... I got you, Nick. Your name is in the pot, at least for tonight. But every time I have a live and you come into the chat, I'm going to put a mark next to your name, just like I would trivia. I'll give you a mark next to your name. So that'll mean that you get more than just one ticket in the pot. I never know when your live is. I just keep checking. Well, go back to one of my videos, you know, where you subscribe to my channel. And you'll see that you're subscribed already. But then click on the bell and it'll drop down a menu and go to the very first option in that menu, all notifications. That way, after you click on that, you'll be notified of every live and every video that I post. So you'll not miss any more of them. Even a surprise, all of a sudden live, you'll get a notification that I went live. So you'll have the option of coming into it or not. And I got Lily. I got Lily's name in the pot. What's cowboy candy? It's jalapeno peppers cut up, fixed in a brine that's sweet and vinegary. And it makes a good condiment. You can mix them in, just forgot the name of it. You can mix it in, oh heck, cream cheese. You can mix the cowboy candy, a little bit of it up in cream cheese. You know, chop it up real fine and mix it up. And it makes a really good dip if you like hot. Like I said, the pepper jelly, the pepper jam is not that, it's not hot at all. Not this year's, is it? Now, next year, I'm going to try to get some heat in it. Now, the cowboy candy relish is hot because that's all hot peppers. But that's what cowboy candy is. It's jalapeno peppers and other really hot peppers, pickled in a brine of vinegar, sugar, and stuff like that. The spices, it's good, but it is hot. I use mine to season beans and stuff with, so I don't put a lot in it. You know, I just put enough to season it somewhat, because I can't eat the real hot peppers anymore, even though I love them. How do they notify? Like I said, if you'll go back to where you subscribe to my channel, it should say subscribed. There'll be a little bell next to that. Click on the bell. A menu will drop down. Go to the very first option at the top where it says all notifications. Click on all notifications. And from that point on, you'll get notified of every live, of every video, every short, everything that I post to YouTube. Some people, when they subscribe, they don't think to click the bell and click all notifications. They think just subscribing is going to do it. And that's good, but you got to click on the bell and click all notifications to be notified of all the lives and all the videos being posted. And that way you don't miss anything. I mean, like on my phone, I can go to the top of my screen and just do a finger down motion, and I've got a whole list of everybody that I just got notified from that posted a video or is going live. And it'll do the same thing for you. You just go to the top of your screen on your phone, if that's where you watch your videos at, and just sweep down and it drops some whole menu of everybody that's notified you of anything. Huh, that's strange, Janice, but stranger things have happened, I guess. And then too, sometimes depending on the browser you go through, you may be subscribed on like Google's browser, but you may not be subscribed on Explorer or E or whatever they call it. Because I've noticed that sometimes if I go to watch a video and it's not on my Google browser and I go on a different browser, it shows I'm not subscribed. And it's weird that way. I guess most people just have one browser on their computer or their phone. I've got two on my phone. I've got one for Google and I've got one for the phone browser. I can't think of the name of it. But I always go on Google. But I think I've got everybody that's in chat. I think I got your name down. So that means everybody that's been in chat tonight, your name is going to go in the pot one time. I'll just have to write your names out on little slips of paper and put them in a jar or something. I might use one of my quart jars, wide mouth quart jars, and just drop them in it for the time being. Nose itches. Thank you, Linda. Well, you're welcome, Super Pappy. And I just realized, oh my goodness, how long have we been on here? Over two hours. I guess y'all are getting tired of me. You're getting tired of listening to me run my mouth. But it took a while to go back on the scroll and get all the names and make sure I got them all, because I didn't want to miss anybody. You're going to win the championship belt, Wilson? Uncle BB says never. Never love to hear you. Well, thank you, Patty. Just a couple of minutes. Well, thank you, Jana. I enjoy chatting with y'all. I'm glad y'all like listening to me, my craziness. Yeah, we're supposed to get snow Wednesday night. And if we do, it's not going anywhere for several days, because it's not going to get above freezing all day Thursday or Thursday night. And it's not going to be, I don't think, above freezing or right at freezing Friday. I've been online 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 32 seconds. Oh, wow. You're better than Dinah Shore. Well, thank you. And you're going to get it too, Janice, Thursday and Friday. Yeah, ours is supposed to hit Wednesday night. Because they're calling for rain Wednesday night. But it's going to be too cold Wednesday night for it to rain. If it tries to rain, it's going to be snow or ice falling. Well, I'm glad you did too, Patty C. Well, I don't want to keep y'all any longer. I know you got things to do. I'm going to see if I can go call Lucky again. I really want to get him in the house as cold as it's going to be tonight. It's 32 degrees now. It's dropped another point since we've been talking. So it's right at the freezing point right now. I don't like cold either. I'm like a bear. When it gets cold, I want to hibernate. I want to wrap up in a big old blanket and stay there. 27 where Patty is. 17 where Janice is. Oh my God, that's cold. That'll double freeze the icicles at 17. You don't know how cold it is in San Antonio. You're supposed to get snow down that way too, Wilson. The whole south of Texas is supposed to get it. From like halfway all the way down. I'm going to put my hair up. Edith says, thank you for going live, dear. You bring my lonely life light. Well, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. And Darlene says, thank you, Linda and everybody. Yeah, I appreciate all of you coming into my live and listening to my crazy rants. I'm close to Stillwell, Oklahoma, 10 minutes away. Well, I imagine it's pretty cold in Oklahoma right now. I don't know if you'll get the snow or not. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't. But I know all of, like, from Midway, Texas, right on up to the eastern part of Texas, all the way to the Oklahoma line, is supposed to get snow. Northwest Arkansas. Yeah, you may be too far over to the west to get the snow. We should all be so crazy. You have family in Stillwell? Well, again, I appreciate y'all coming in. Don't forget, if you can make any of my lives, even the pop-up lives I have, like I did today, you know, I didn't know I was going to go live tonight till I got that package in the mail. And I didn't want to wait to open it. And I wanted Janine to be able to see me open it and let everybody see what she sent. And I decided, well, I'm just going to go live tonight. Jackie says, I had a great time as usual night. All stay warm, guys. Yeah, everybody please stay warm. Keep your pets safe. If you don't have to get out, if it gets icy or snowy, don't stay home. That's what I did my shopping the other day for, so I don't have to get out. I won't have to go anywhere Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. 11 degrees. Oh my goodness. Darlene, that's too cold. 17 degrees is too cold, and 11 is even colder. And it's still snowing, so it's not going to go away anytime soon. Yeah, good night, everybody. Y'all sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh, I got JK964. Did you know about the contest, JK? For every time you come in my lives between now and February 6th, your name will go in a pot again. And you'll have more chances at the drawing February 6th for the prizes I'm giving away. So if you get a chance to come back in, oh, I got Summer now. I got Summer's name down. I think I already got Lily. Didn't I? Let's see. No, I don't think I got Lily. I got Lily now, though. Can you ask me what, JK? Always nice here in your kitchen. Ask me what, JK? Go ahead. I don't know what you're asking. Yeah, he can ask me a question. Maybe he wants to ask what the prizes are or something, maybe. Oh, come on, JK. I ought to take your name out of the pot for that. Well, thank you, Patty. I'm glad I made somebody's day. Y'all made my day and my night for coming into my chat tonight. But y'all stay safe, stay warm. And don't forget the contest. So come to as many lives as you can so your name will go in the pot again. And we'll see you next time I do this. Y'all have a blessed night. And we'll see you later. Love y'all. If I can get this thing turned off.